Hey guys, Brom here. Quick little aside, real quick before the video begins. I was informed by my PR team that Cash or Trash is already in use, and that's why I wanted to start titling this Brom Iron Fist review stuff I was going to do it on the channel. But unfortunately, out of fear of getting a lawsuit, I'm unable to use that name. So I guess we're just going to call them Brom Iron Fist reviews from now on. I was thinking some other stuff like gonorrhea or diarrhea, but they're both kind of bad. I'd rather have diarrhea though myself. What was the other one I had? Give me a second. Oh, fecal matter or cake batter. But in an effort to save some time, we're just gonna call it Brawl Iron Fist reviews. I apologize in advance if you get thrown off in the beginning at the end. But with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. What's going on, lads? Welcome back to the channel. Brawl Iron Fist here, back again with another video. And if you could not already tell, I have picked up a new microphone, so I am now able to supply you guys with better audio for all my videos. I'd say it's a pretty big and grand upgrade when compared to what I sounded like before. I would say it wasn't necessarily starting out Camhor quality. I was like a tier above Camhor quality, I'd say. If you are illiterate and you cannot tell by the title, today's video is about Battlefield 5. It's going to be a little late, better late than never kind of review, I guess you could say. And I'm going to start you got to get those, you got to fucking nail down those franchise exclusives, you know what I'm saying? So today is the first entry into the Brawl Iron Fist. We're not calling them reviews no more, we're calling them cash or trash. So Battlefield 5, for those of you who weren't around when it came out a year ago, game was an absolute shit show. You know, there wasn't much content released. It was a whole PR disaster with a bunch of social justice warrior stuff and the developers firing back at people that were complaining about it. The game was just a mess at launch. I remember I picked it up at launch. I didn't enjoy myself too much. But, you know, after they released some more updates and stuff, I was like, you know what, I might as well hop back in and give it another go because I might find that I like it now. So the thing that got me most interested in hopping back into Battlefield 5 was the release of the Pacific DLC, which introduced the Pacific Theater into the game. And I guess I'm just a nationalist, but I'm a sucker for the Pacific Theater, man. There's nothing better than having an M1 Garand and smoking a Jap in the jungle. I'm not racist. I do not dislike the Japanese people today. In the context of World War II, I dislike them because they were our enemy. But nowadays, I got no problem with them. I mean, they did make anime, so they are my lower tier of people. But you know, I like them. I don't mind them today. But in the context of World War II, I'm smoking them suckers. However, unfortunately, in the gameplay, I was not on the U.S. side. I was on the Japanese. I don't mind it. I was still smoking fools. Because at the end of the day, whoever's on the enemy team, I'm blasting them. What we got in the background is gameplay on one of the new maps, Pacific Storm. The game mode's Breakthrough. For those of you who have played Battlefield before, it's just Rush is what it is. But for those of you who aren't aware of what Rush is, essentially it's the map is broken up into separate sectors, and they'll have a certain amount of flags per sector. The attacking team has to capture both them flags, and then it'll push the other team back to their other sector, and it's just kind of constantly pushing back while the other team tries to defend. So we're going to start off by talking about the way content distribution is handled within the game. And essentially what it is they have their chapters, and essentially the chapters are seasons from something like Fortnite. And this one being centered around the Pacific Theater because that DLC just dropped. You got your Battle Pass here. I'm going to show on screen. So we're going to look at the Battle Pass here. You know, I got to wait for it to load. You know, get a hairdo. It's kind of cool, I guess. Very excited to unlock that. I cannot wait. This is right here. Look at this. Pacific Palm skin, but that's not the first time you'll see it. Pacific Palm again. Pacific Palm again, Pacific Palm again, Pacific Palm again, Pacific Palm again. Why is half of the Battle Pass just the same skin? I think that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But the Battle Pass was free, so I mean, I am kind of stretching a little bit here. But it's free, so at the end of the day, I can't complain if the stuff is the same. It's not like I paid for the Battle Pass. So another way they distribute content is through these storyline nodes is what they're called. And essentially what it is a week to week, there's new challenges for you to complete. And by completing the challenges at the end, you will unlock a weapon skin, character cosmetic, or a vehicle cosmetic, or actually a weapon itself. As you can see here with the spiked baseball bat, melee weapon. But The problem I have with this is if you're not there for that week, you're locked off from earning that until the end of the season. So in the case of weapons, like up here next week, the BAR, I can't use that until the end of the season. Which, I mean, with the game that's already, like, there's not many weapons to choose from already. Every little bit of weapons help. And I don't mind there being the challenges to unlock it. Having that, and it's all free, mind you. I don't have to pay for these storyline things. They're just kind of, it's drip feeding done right because it's not like, GTA where I got to pay for it. It's free and I just have to work a little bit for it. I'm totally fine with that. Like, I don't know we're going to start talking about the negatives now. I actually have a lot of negatives for this game. But the thing is, it's a lot like, do I feel it's like right after Battlefield 1, which was great, releasing something like this game was kind of disappointing in a way. Because Battlefield 1 had so much to offer in terms of progression and stuff like that. And then this game felt a little weak. I don't know what it is with this game that doesn't keep me coming back. Like Battlefield 1, I have 75 hours played. This game, I'm going to put my stats on screen. I only have like 17 hours played. Like, do I want to dislike this game because everyone else? Hell no. I want to enjoy it. I want to have fun, but there's just something about it. Like, I play one match, I don't feel like playing another. Like, even during this gameplay, I was thinking about playing another game, and then I was like, do I really feel like doing that? So starting off with, we're going to talk about the negatives, beginning with lackluster progression. And I'm going to show you here what you unlock through your core character levels. As you can see here, it's literally just company coins, and then you unlock being able to customize vehicles, which is cool, I guess. But then after that, company coins, face paint, company coins, and then like one face paint all the way at the end. Like, what the hell? And then weapon progression right here. I'm showing you the M1A1 carbine. It's just, weapon skins and challenges to use the weapon. I'm going to go here to the trench gun. And look here. Wait for it to load up. Just the same shit. Same skins and challenges. So now let's talk about the class progression, which is the same exact thing. You just get the same, like for that level 7, remember that, you get the PO7 or the PO8 pistol, can't remember what number it is, and then you get all these melee weapons. The only thing that differs is you get different gadgets and primary weapons per class. But I'm going to go over, I'm going to end this one, I'm going to go over to Recon here, and look there, level 7 again, you get the PO8. You unlock the same pistols at the same level, same melee weapons and stuff like that. There's no incentive to really want to grind out, because you don't really get that much, there's not much of a reward from it. You don't get anything cool from it. It's just kind of, you get different primary weapons, that's about it. But with something like Recon, all the primary weapons are going to function exactly the same way. So next I'm going to show you the only thing that's kind of cool about progression is here, I'm going to show you for the GUER, they have weapon specializations, and what they are, they're perks per weapon. It's a whole skill tree that you move down, and you have to level up the weapon to be able to get to these, to unlock these perks, and essentially they act as weapon attachments. But every weapon in this game only has 10 levels to it. That's nothing. That's one of the other things. And then all it is, again, is you're just unlocking camos and perks while you're doing it. So another negative here is with this game, with EA wanting this game to be a games as a service. And what that is as the game will launch, and instead of paid content, it'll all be free. But the thing is, with a game as a service game, you're pretty much paying for a game that's undercooked, but it's disguised as a full, completed game, and there's little to no content. And the other thing is, with games as a service, with the content being free, there's little to no incentive for the developers to really grind hard and pump out content. This game was rushed out the door. A lot of people were talking about that at launch. And one thing is, if you want to make a World War II game that encapsulates the entire scale of the war, how could you make a World War II game and not have the Russians or the United States at launch? To me, that doesn't make any sense. Even for the Pacific DLC, that was pretty undercooked. So far, we've gotten 3 maps, when normal $15 DLCs you would have gotten back in the day would have been at least 4 maps. We got 3 maps, and one of those maps is recycled. I know that map's a classic Wake Island, and it's cool that they added it back in. But 3 maps and 1 recycled, that's ridiculous. So now let's compare Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 that does not have paid content. In 1 year, the developers were able to pump out 8 maps. But Battlefield 1, the developers were able to pump out in a year and a half between October 2016 at launch and March 2018 when the final DLC Apocalypse came out. They were able to pump out 16 whole maps. Let that sink in. That's double of what we have now. That's because that was paid content. So there's more of an incentive for the developers to want to pump out that shit and make it good. The thing is with Battlefield 5 as well is they wasted their time on making this undercooked Battle Royale mode, from what I can tell and from what I've been hearing, is horrible. At least from what I can tell, Battlefield 5 Firestorm seems to be the last major attempt these AAA developers are trying to do with developing Battle Royale modes in their games. Oh, hell no. Speaking of fucking filthy Battle Royale cash-ins, bro, get the fuck out of here. No one wanted you. No one wants to fucking look at you. No one wants to play you. Get the fuck out of here. We'll talk about you later. Get the hell out of here. So the last topic is going to be all this social justice warrior dick riding stuff the developers were trying to do at launch. And I'll tell you, I don't have a problem with women in my game. A World War II game, it's an online multiplayer. You're just going around blasting people, It's tough because I don't care, but on the other hand, people do get really upset. But for me, it really becomes a problem when it's forced down your throat. When the front cover of your game is some woman with a prosthetic arm that served during World War II, some nerds are going to get upset, but to me, it's not that big of a deal. I don't mind it. Again, like I said, it's a problem when it's forced down our throats. And in the case of Battlefield 5, it most certainly was forced down our throats. Some people were getting mad, and one of the developers just flat out said, don't buy the game if you don't like it. And they listened, and the sales of this game reflect that. So, that was just a little bit of a dive into this game. Am I enjoying it? Nah. I can hop on for a match or two and then get off. So, at the end of the day, is it cash or is it trash? And it's tough because I don't want to be that guy that says, cash or trash? It's or. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be frank with you. They put this game on sale a lot. If you can snag the game, I think on Xbox they just did a sale. It was like $18. Most certainly it's cash. Just snag it. And if you enjoyed Battlefield, if you enjoyed Battlefield, you already have this game. Or if you were on the fence about it, if it's on sale, pick it up. It's definitely cash in that regard. But do not spend more than $30 for this game or you will regret it. Maybe after they release more content for it, most certainly drop $30 on it. But as of now, in the state it's in, I cannot say spending more than $30 is fair. So, I would like to wrap up the video here once and for all. The better mic. I gotta work on the one thing is sometimes I lean back when I'm recording, and other times I lean forward. So some of the audio is louder than others. In the recordings, I do apologize. I have to get better on that. But the better mic, let me know what you think in the comments below. Was it worth the investment? I think it was like $100, and normally for the webcam and the microphone I got, I think it was normally, I can't remember. I think it was it would have been $240, but Best Buy was doing a sale where it was $60 off if I bought the two combined, so that would have bumped it down to $180. But I found a box where they had the microphone and the same webcam bundled together for only $120. So I made out like a bandit. I practically stole this from them. With the webcam, I would like to later on maybe interject when I'm like, I'll try to find a way to work it into the way I make videos. But until then, I have that for when I do decide to start live streaming. Twitch.tv/BrahmIronFist. We will be there one day live playing some games. But until then, we're just kind of chilling. I want to work on my YouTube a little bit more. Get better with my video editing and such. I need to get better software because I'm using the Microsoft Photos app that's built into my computer. And there's only so much I can do with that. But again, with that being said, I'd like to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. Give me feedback on what I can do better and what I did wrong. I really appreciate it. And, thank you guys for everything, the continued support. Getting 10 views every video, man. Woo! I'm feeling great, man. I feel like $1 million. It's hard to go to the store anymore without people swarming me for an autograph. But, I'll manage. But, again, thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Farewell.